Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's always a pleasure having you here. Azelaic acid. Azelaic acid is a very underrated product or ingredient. Azelaic acid is an organic compound, is equally a dicarbolic acid. Yeah, it is not a BHA, it is not a PHA, it is not an AHA as well. It's on its own and it has a lot of benefits. That's why I said it's an underrated ingredient. Let me tell you something about azelaic acid. Is a tyrosine inhibitor to begin with, so which means is one favorable ingredient for we melanated skin. You know, I am a skincare formulator and a hair care formulator for products that favors melanin skin type. Azelaic acid is one guy that does that job. Azelaic acid does a beautiful job on acne rosacea. My skin is very acne rosacea prone. And the truth is that acne rosacea is something that happens to most adults from within the age of 30 to 50 years. Not necessarily all adults, but most adults. And it's worst if you instigated it with using the wrong product on your skin, especially when you indulge in steroids and hydroquinone, and at that age, that close age of 30, where your skin is naturally prone to acne rosacea, then it is being triggered by the wrong skincare product. It ain't gonna be funny on your skin, it's going to be terrible. Acne rosacea is totally different from your regular bacterial acne. Yeah, acne rosacea is linked to hormones, and hence the reason why my acne rosacea prone skin is triggered the more during that time of the month, in as much as it's something that happens within that age bracket, like I told you earlier. The fact is that azelaic acid does a good job of taming it. Like, I have an old picture, maybe I'll look for it and place it somewhere here. Yeah, like if I show you that picture and I show you my current face, you'll be like, Asma, are you sure that was you? That was how bad my skin used to be. I didn't know what to do at that time. In fact, I was tempted to even go to the hospital. I thought probably there was something wrong with me, but it was just the age and the hormones that were raging mad at that time. So, azelaic acid does a good job on those type of acne. They come out like boil. Sometimes they don't even get to that cycle where it's just acne rosacea can just be very much of a discomfort. And azelaic acid does an amazing job of equally killing, or let me, yeah, it destroys that bacteria that is responsible for that acne rosacea. Hence the reason why consistent use of your azelaic acid will do a whole lot of good. And azelaic acid is equally an ingredient that fits into most skin care. It has a little bit of exfoliating benefit as well. It fits into our regular, or let me say my regular skincare. Maybe some of you's regular skincare. Is this azelaic acid a compulsory ingredient? Not really. If you're not battling acne rosacea, I think you're good to go. If you're not battling melasma, like I told you, is a tyrosine inhibitor, so it could help with melasma as well. If you're not battling any of that, then I think you can skip azelaic acid, because if I am one thing for sure in this beauty space, I am a minimalistic beauty enthusiast alongside a minimalistic cosmetic formulator. I go for what is valuable, I go for what is key, right? Like my last video before this one, where I spoke about alpha arbutin, I specifically said hyperpigmentation, and hence the reason why I told you about my forehead. So basically, alpha arbutin is not something I really, go overboard with it. Azelaic acid is something that I might say I go a little bit overboard with it. The reason is the fact that my skin is actually acne rosacea prone. I am a candidate of acne rosacea. When I ever stay away from azelaic acid, feeling that okay, my acne rosacea has been put at bay, sometimes not even all, sometimes all the time it comes back and it's painful. Like acne rosacea is on another level. If most of you know what I'm talking about. So azelaic acid is a good one. Meanwhile, I am doing a skincare routine today where I'm going to layer azelaic acid to tell you or to show you how compatible azelaic acid is equally paired with some other good ingredient. I'm just starting with a toner, and this toner has a protein peptide in it and a little bit of tyrosinase inhibitor. You see, it's very important for me to let you guys know what is in each product for you to understand the compatibility of azelaic acid. Will I recommend azelaic acid alongside BHA, PHAs, or AHAs? Okay, maybe around BHA, I would say be very careful. I have a video where I combined salicylic acid and azelaic acid, and the reason why I did that was that I had, or I was illustrating, I think I had bacterial acne a little bit at that time alongside, because you can have the two. That's another very important thing I didn't state clearly. You could actually have the two. Time to time I still have bacterial acne, that's true. So when you have the two, you can layer your azelaic acid and salicylic acid together in the same routine. But the only thing is that these two products actually have some drying properties. So when you're layering it, make sure to moisturize your skin properly, knowing the characteristics of your raw materials. Did I say raw materials? Yeah, okay, raw materials in products is very, very important. Okay, azelaic acid has that drying ability. So, in combination with salicylic acid, you need to hydrate and moisturize the skin very well. I'm just going over with my hydrating essence. All this are good processes to also kind of tackle the drying effect of azelaic acid. I combine azelaic acid with retinol too in my skincare routine, but I am equally very careful, just the way I'm being careful when I combine it with salicylic acid, to make sure to moisturize effectively. I'll drop videos where I have those skincare routines with azelaic acid and retinol. It's a whole lot. Though I even learned one method. So TikTok videos that has to do with beauty, not all of them are useless. Some of them are actually valuable. I learned from one creator there on TikTok how to layer azelaic acid and retinol in the same routine, whereby I would layer the azelaic acid first, then moisturize, then eventually retinol. Because I noticed that when I layer them back to back, meaning when I layer azelaic acid then layer retinol before I moisturize, I notice it gives me that a lot of drying issues. And like I said in some of my videos concerning azelaic acid, I have cautioned people from using azelaic acid on the neck, except if you're battling acne rosacea on your neck as well. Otherwise, if you're not battling acne rosacea on your neck, just leave it. Some few weeks ago, when I noticed one acne rosacea on my neck, guess what? I didn't rub it on the neck entirely. I just focused on that area, and I think it's gone now. Look, acne rosacea is something that can just pop up anywhere, especially within the face, the neck, the chest. You know, those areas are acne rosacea, very, very acne rosacea prone, honestly speaking. So now I'm going over that hydrating essence with my niacinamide. Yeah, niacinamide is a very important one, especially for we skin of color. It helps to stimulate the production of ceramide. And the truth is that we melanin skin, we age by losing ceramides. So we need something to stimulate it, just the way we dwell on using vitamin C and vitamin A to stimulate the production of collagen. That is how we should also indulge in stimulating ceramides. Yeah, to help with the skin, guard the skin. Okay, so you can see how I'm layering. Eventually, azelaic acid will find its way into this layering system. Now, this is my alpha arbutin. So all of these things I'm layering tells you that they are all compatible with azelaic acid. Then coming back to AHAs, I really do not recommend you layering azelaic acid and AHAs in the same routine. Have I done them before? No, but I don't think they might be harmful, in as much as azelaic acid has a little bit of exfoliating benefit. But the thing about azelaic acid is that it can be so overwhelming. What do I mean by overwhelming? It has this stinging sensation, especially for beginners. yes, but maybe over time when you get used to it, or when it is a lower strength azelaic acid, that's another very important thing I would have to talk about. Azelaic acid strength also matters. A strength of like 5% for minimal can start. A strength of 2% might be too little. Yeah, azelaic acid is a very mild one. Very, very mild one. It can even go as high as, for prescriptional purposes, a strength of even 15 to 20%. Yes, that is how efficient and how mild azelaic acid can be, in as much as it can actually irritate the skin. I remember having a first time customer of azelaic acid. I think she gave up. Yeah, she had serious acne rosacea. She gave up. She was like, no, no, she can. I told her to calm down. She should do a lot of buffering, and she should just be patient. I think I gave her a 10% azelaic acid because she had active acne rosacea. It was that bad. So that's another thing about azelaic acid. It depends on what your situation is at that time. If it is just a little bit, not so much here and there, okay, 5% can hold you, but honestly, when there is active acne rosacea, your focus on azelaic acid has to start from 10%. That's the truth. Yes. Then moving on to 15, 20, that is, you have gotten to the prescriptional strength. Just the way we have prescriptional strength of tretinoin, yeah, in vitamin A. We equally have prescription strength of azelaic acid, where it spikes from 15 to 20%. But if you do not want to use that, it's fine. You can still come to the cosmetic strength, which falls within the range of 5 to 10 and even 14%, right? So at 5%, azelaic acid will not do so much. These beautiful benefits that I stated with the acne rosacea, helping to also take away the bacteria that causes the rosacea, 5% might not really do that for you. But maintenance, yes, okay. Let me just digress or interject a little bit rather. My alpha arbutin, and if you're an oldie here, you will know that my alpha arbutin is focused more on my forehead. Yes, and the pigmentation on my forehead has really reduced drastically. It was that bad before. Go back and watch my old videos, you will understand this thing that I'm telling you. But using 2% alpha arbutin has really done a beautiful job, and hence the reason why you see alpha arbutin is better off as a sports treatment. Mm-hmm. Not something I go all overboard with it, okay? It's more, except if maybe you're battling with pigmentation on the whole face. Okay, fine. Right? But otherwise, if it's not the whole face, just avoid using it all over the face. Is that okay? So 2% alpha arbutin on my skin. So basically, I'm almost even done with my skincare routine. Now coming to the azelaic acid. Now my face is obviously damp, or wet, will I say, you can see from my camera. So I would wait for it to dry out first. You see why these ingredients, there are some very delicate ingredients that needs to be put on the skin when it's dry, not damp, because when it's damp, it's going to be over absorbed by my skin, and it's going to cause a lot of reaction that will mess up with my skin barrier, which I obviously do not want for myself, not to talk of even wanting it for you. I obviously do not want it for you as well, my beautiful subscribers. So what am I saying? Let me come back to azelaic acid. Is the fact that from 10% cosmetic strength, obviously, it does a good job of curbing your acne rosacea. Yes, like I said, it has slightly too bit of exfoliation, but it can tally with salicylic acid. It can also tally with your PHA, because PHAs are very, very mild exfoliating acid, though mostly caters for more sensitive skin type. So for melanin skin, combining PHA with azelaic acid, is it a yes? Yes, it's a yes, actually. Yeah, but combining with AHAs, honestly, I would pass. Yeah, but is it something that can be combined? Yes. Depending on the strength of the azelaic acid, that's one very important thing. 5% azelaic acid strength can actually be paired with your lactic acid. For melanin skin, right? I won't even go towards glycolic acid, because personally, glycolic acid is not my thing. Yes, especially for regular use. Maybe in a peeling product, okay, fine, It's just a one-time thing, right? But for regular use of glycolic acid on melanated skin, nah. Maybe if you must use it, probably on these other harder to reach areas to exfoliate because of the tiny particles that can overindulge your skin. And melanated skin, if there's anything we're scared of, is triggering our melanated skin. It's not funny, yeah. So azelaic acid, cosmetic strength, what do I recommend? Let's say from 8 to 14%, especially when you have active rosacea. But if you don't have active rosacea, you just want to maintain your skin and probably just save the skin of some unnecessary stress, or just like I said, it's also a tyrosine inhibitor. It can also help with melasma. It can also help with mild exfoliation. Yeah, if you do not want to indulge in intensive exfoliation, azelaic acid is a good one because azelaic acid can actually be used every day. In fact, in some cases, for some skin types, which I do not recommend for melanin skin, it could be used twice in a day. But during the daytime, it has to be paired with your sunscreen. Am I talking too much? Okay, I'm going to go off a little bit and come back when my skin is fully dried for me to apply my azelaic acid. So feel free to drop your comments in the comment section. Drop your questions if you have one. If it has to be put in a video, you have given me video ideas. I am your skincare and hair care blog for melanin skin. All right, so let's move to the other side of the spectrum. My face is dried now. Most of the products have been absorbed, so I'm just doing this. Honestly, if I tell you that azelaic acid has not been a game changer for me, you guys will not understand. It's a total game changer. Okay. Acne, if you want to even apply it maybe directly on acne, maybe if your skin is so sensitive and you cannot endure the, but just like I said, over time your skin will get used to it. You understand? It's just no pain, no gain. Okay, not just unnecessary pain, though. It just has this tingling sensation that eventually disappears. It's not like you have that tingling sensation all through. No. It just comes up. It's just like when you rub, I don't know, something volatile, like let's say methylated spirit. It comes with that pain, that stinging sensation, and then eventually fades away. But when you are scared, your skin cannot take it. It's okay, no problem, no wahala. Just use it more like on the acne rosacea places. Do you understand? Probably with time, your skin, just like I said, I avoid my neck with azelaic acid, yes. But when I noticed that I had one here, I now use just directly, more like a spot. I used it just like a spot treatment, yeah? Just like a spot issue. I just dropped it on top. If you're scared, you maybe, and if your acne rosacea is not much, they just come out small, and you're scared of using it all over your face, then you can just go direct. But one thing for sure is that azelaic acid has awesome benefits. Like I said earlier, it's a tyrosine inhibitor, right? So it has awesome benefit, just the way you benefit from licorice extract, from your alpha arbutin. The difference is that okay, as a beginner, it's stinging to the skin. So, and like I said, it also equally has slight little bit of drying properties. So, hence, moisturizing is very, very key. So, I can go over direct. Now, this is a 10% azelaic acid. I don't know if I said it. Okay, I've not said it. It's a 10% azelaic acid. So, I am now going over with my face moisturizer. Yeah, over the azelaic acid. Even as an OG, there's a little bit of stinging sensation, but it's not that deep. It's just like retinol as well. You see some of these actives, the moment your skin just gets used to it, you're good to go. Yes, just like retinol as well, too, that you have that discomfort at the beginning, but with time your skin will get used to it. Apply that same mentality to your azelaic acid as well. Yeah. So now I just went a little bit overboard sef with my moisturizer, but I'll just blend it onto the skin gradually. So at least my moisturizer, I can take it down to my neck. Yeah, it doesn't have issues. So basically, I'm just going to blending in. Okay. Yeah, I'm done as well with my nighttime skincare routine. So azelaic acid is something you can consider putting in your skincare routine when you need it. When you don't need it, then forget it. Okay, because basically, like I always say, skincare is tailored for particular purposes. If you don't need it, then don't buy it, don't go for it. Okay, thank you so much, and hope to see you in another video soon. Bye.